Alright, hello. For some reason my mic wasn't working, but everything's back to normal now. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, the goal is Tanglewood, 2 hours, just constant, perfect professionals. We're gonna test this out like crazy, and we are going to be amazing at it.
Alright, hello. For some reason my mic wasn't working, but everything's back to normal now. Alright.
Use that. Alright, so we're gonna go directly into Professional Perfect, and we're gonna do the new Tanglewood. We're gonna go, and go again. Alright, so we're at 427 Kenneth Barton. Let's go ahead and rule out Banshee and Diane immediately. This is because Banshee and Diane's cannot be male. So we're going to go ahead and grab the video camera. Let's change the field of view to 70. There we go. And now we're going to take the EMF as well as the ultraviolet. We can't see any orbs because the CCTV naturally does not go into the house. And let's go get the breaker, which is in the basement. The one thing I have an issue with this remake is that you can't go into the backyard, even though it clearly is visible on the map. Kind of annoying. And there's also the side area too. I wish we could, but we can't. So maybe a minor tweak to the map where it opens up that spot would be great. Alright, let's do an obligatory garage check because apparently this is still a thing. Okay, nothing there. And although you can't see inside the hobby room, oh, you can. Okay, well, it's easier when you have a tripod in your hand, too. So we have a hiding spot in the hobby room. Do we have any orbs anywhere? We have no orbs in the foyer. Let's just keep running towards the basement. I want to be clear, I haven't yet had a ghost that was in a dining room or the kitchen. I think I heard something. It sounded like it was brushing against a plant. Or maybe it's in here in the living room. Check the master bedroom. Okay, looks like we don't have any orbs. No orbs in there. Oh, here we go. Now that sounded like Nancy's room, so let's check it out. No, it wasn't. EMF. It was Nancy's door. Interesting that we couldn't record that. It just ended. That's very fascinating. So we got a cold breath in here. We don't see any orbs. Let me double check that. Yes, so we don't see any orbs in Nancy's room. Let's go ahead and put the camera here. I forgot the book actually takes priority over the video camera. There we go. Okay, so EMF 2 is fine, and we didn't get any ultraviolet, so potential obake, maybe. We'll see. Actually, no. Obake requires orbs, so it can't be an obake anyways. Alright, let's go ahead outside, and let's see. We can take... Oh, it might be a shade. We've been having shades lately in here at Tanglewood, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And I think it's a little active for a shade, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's bring in Spirit Box and Spirit Box dots, as well as... Let's not bring a book. Let's bring in salt. We can see whether or not it is immediately a wraith using this. But we're going to bring a motion sensor also. Okay, we got flickering lights. That's okay. Doesn't really mean much. Okay, we'll put the dots here. When it's dark and the dots goes over the doll here, it actually is pretty terrifying. So I just want to say that. Okay, so it stepped in a salt, and for sure no ultraviolet, and it is not a Galu, which it cannot be. So we know it's not. We know for sure it's not a wraith. Now let's go ahead and try Spirit Box. After we bring in more media, we'll bring in a sound recorder. We'll bring the sound recorder, the firelight, as well as the motion sensor. We will get the sounds right away. Then we'll bring in a camera afterwards. The camera, like I said, is the hardest media to get, but you can get a ton of media with a sound recorder just by getting a fire extinguished and a ghost running book in one go. So let's put that there since it seems to be walking there. Okay, it's not talking right now. Firelight. And I don't have the book, so we're going to turn this off. It can't be an on rail, so we're safe. Now, we are going to bring in ghostwriting book. We have a video camera inside, so we're safe with that. Let's bring in a camera. And then, since there's no on-reel, we don't need to worry about it blowing out 3 firelights and then going ahead to begin a hunt. We don't have to worry about that. We'll bring in a thermo. If it's freezing, we can take a picture of it. But with this, we have all our, pretty much almost all our media covered. Okay, let's check freezing. It's close, but not there yet. We'll put this, we'll actually just throw it first. We'll grab the video camera because video camera records faster than trying to get a sound. And let's rearrange our media for a quick second. So we're going to put the book, we're going to grab this. We are going to switch, drop that. We're going to switch our hands to get the sound recorder, and then we're going to pick up the camera and actually drop the camera, place the book, light the firelight, and there we go. Got motion sensor. Let's turn it off. Now if it's a shade, which it can be, it's probably not going to do anything, so we're going to leave the room and hope it does something really quick. Okay, it hit a light switch. Oh, okay, so it's not a mirror because it turned on a light source. Do we have mirror? No, we don't. Okay, so I'm just waiting for it to write in the book, and there we go. Okay, I missed that entirely. So we'll just take a picture and we'll get the sound afterwards. Just writing. There we go. Shade, Spirit, Demon, Moroi. Now we're going to wait for it to extinguish the fire. And it turned on something in here again. Although it's interesting that I'm not getting any kind of interactions. Wait, there's a light source back here, isn't there? You can see it. Where is it? Oh no. Ah, good gravy. Okay, well, put out the fire, and I was in the room, but it could have been outside the room. Where is this? I see a light source. Where is it? I guess they left something in the map that was supposed to be a light source over here at some point, but I guess they forgot to take it out. Hello? Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the lights. That picture, let's see the temperatures now. Okay, we got freezing also. So it definitely is pushing more towards shade. If we get Spirit Box, it is a Moroi. If we get EMF 5, it's a shade. So let's just do Spirit Box now and see what ghost it actually is. Put that down. If it's a Moroi, we can get the sound from it. Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Alright. Alright, so we have a Moroi, which means they're sandy, which means we're cursed now. Yeah, so it was interesting. It felt like a shade, but it really wasn't a shade. It's one of those things, right? So we got freezing temps, EMF, and ghost writing. If we get bone and cursed possession, we've got all our 5 media. As for sounds, we just need to get that fire extinguishing, as well as any ghost talking. It's going to be perfectly fine and easy to get. And video, we just need to get we have ghost writing. We need fire extinguished and disturbed salt. That'll get us our 4 media, and then because the ghost is doing stuff, it'll probably give us our object thrown right away. Okay, so we're cursed. Let's take this. And let's take this for another ghost write. We'll try and get ghost writing this time for sounds. And yeah, for sounds. And let's take we could take another firelight, but we might get duplicates, so that's always a risky thing to get. Let's instead take 2 crucies, and we basically got everything we need. We know it's a Moroi. We just need to get our media. And actually, let me double check this. So if we had capture a photo or capture a video recording of the ghost, we'd need to save 1 slot in our album for it. Thankfully, we don't. So let's go ahead and put book down somewhere. There we go. And we need a sound recording of it. 1 second. Just need to grab. Need to turn it off in case I turn the lights off, or it turns the lights off and touches me. Okay, we're gonna grab this video. Like that. Like if I was talking and then the ghost did an event, right? And then the spirit box response, I'd have to go outside and take another UV or take another sanity medication. Okay, so as you can see, there is definitely a light source back there. I'm assuming the devs forgot to take it out. But there are a lot of books here. I'm really, really annoyed. I can't get to the light source, whatever the heck it is. Alright, so we're going to forget that for a second. Let's go grab the camera. We're going to put the book down here, please. There we go. Need to rearrange my inventory a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to record the book. We're going to get it as a video recording, and then we're going to try this time properly to get it as a sound recording. After that, simply, we just need to get fire extinguished. Or we could just do that, right? Alright, it's a Morai, so it's going to interact with it, even if we're in the room with it. There we go. There we go. Now we have EMF photo, right? We do. Good. Now we just need to wait for it to interact. Okay, there we go. We got our object thrown. Fantastic. This is actually going to make this perfect go a lot smoother. Okay, now we're just waiting for it to... Oh, fire extinguish. I almost lost that. We missed that, but that's okay. It's hard. You can't get fire extinguishing and a video recording at the same time. It happens too quickly. So let's instead record the fire extinguishing. And hopefully it occurs pretty soon. You know what? Here's what we can do. We can grab the rest of the firelights. And as long as one of them gets extinguished and we're nearby, we'll be able to get fire extinguished right away. How is our sanity? 71%. I don't believe a Mora can hunt right away, so we don't have to worry about that. And the great thing is about professional is that we have access to a cursed object, and hopefully it is not tarot cards. Not that tarot cards are not good. The only issues I have with tarot cards is that, oh my goodness. Only issues I have with tarot cards is that getting your sanity to drop with them is basically a card draw, right? There's a chance of never having your sanity drop, or just only ever getting sanity recovery cards. So it takes longer when you have tarot cards. Oh. Oh, wait, let's not... Okay. So this is what happened last time. I got a ghost talking through the sound recorder, and my sanity dropped below, I guess, the threshold for a Moroi to hunt. And the crazy thing is, I didn't actually record the sound of the Moroi talking, right? And my sanity was still kept going down. I need to verify that it's still... How do I put this? Moroi still curse you, even if you don't record its sound. So here we are in the light. We should actually not be losing any sanity. So let's go look around. We need to use the camera to find the bone and the cursed object. And if the ghost ends up hunting, we know for sure that Morois curse you, even if you don't end up recording their sounds. So we're going to take an instance just in case. Last time I didn't know my sanity was still dropping, and I got hunted by a Moroi and was killed. So let's work towards that not happening. Okay, so we're looking for the cursed object. There's no voodoo doll in Nancy's room, and I believe the music box is here. I haven't had a music box yet, so I don't know exactly where in this closet it is. Okay, turn on the light, clearly telling me it's still not a mare. Turn off the lights here. Turn off our mic while we're at it. Do we have tarot cards? No, I'm glad for that. Let's move into the here. Oh, here's the bone. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to get the cursed object. Monkey paw. Okay, so we have a monkey paw. So we could get it to just hunt right away. Do we have hiding spot here? No, we don't. I think I'd have to wish for weather. Just bring my sanity down to 50%. And then hope it doesn't start a hunt in this room. We need to escape the ghost, so let's find a hiding spot before we do this. Turn this light off. Ain't nothing there. Ah, we have a hiding spot right beside the ghost room. Oh, gotta put my incense down. There we go. And we'll move the crucifixes just before we start to hunt. There we go. Okay, now, I've been walking in the light the whole time, so my sanity should not be that far below 91%. So let's see if I was still cursed, even though I didn't record the sound, and validate my guess of whether just hearing the ghost without recording it would curse you. Okay, so it's true. If you hear a ghost on your sound recorder, even if you don't end up recording it, you still end up cursed. So that's good to know. Let me write that down. Now the reason I didn't know is because when I was researching ghosts, I never saw any notes like that, right? Usually it was simply you get cursed if you hear the ghost, right? But it's not specific enough. So we now know, as long as you hear the ghost, even if you don't record it, you still end up being cursed. So let's throw this away just so we don't end up getting killed. Oh wait, I need to take the picture. Where's the camera? There it is. First object. Okay, so we have monkey paw, bone. Everything's unique here, and here is unique. I need to escape the ghost. This won't be super difficult. I'm going to... Okay, mic's off. I'm going to wish to see the ghost first, and then it's going to run around a corner. I'm going to run to Nancy's room, and then incense it. And then run back here in the closet. I wish to see the ghost. What? Wait, was that coincidence? Because the fingers didn't move. I wish to see the ghost. Okay, so it was coincidence. It just started doing an event as soon as I said that. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, well, as you can hear, it's very slow. That's because my sanity is still high. It actually hasn't gone down. Okay, I can't see it. It turned off the lights in here. Crap. Okay, this is... I can't jump out here because I can't see where the ghost actually is. So we're gonna wait here until the hunt's over and then let our sanity drain. Yeah, we can still hear the ghost. So I remember escape or ghost during hunt. Alright, now let's go ahead and turn on the light. And hopefully this time, the ghost doesn't shut off the lights on us, so we can actually see where it is. Let's check the hobby room. Okay, lights are off here. Okay, we can't hide in here, which would... Technically, it would actually be ideal to hide in there. So let's go ahead and... Let's see. Turn this light off. And we're going to hang out here. Alright, so... Here's the plan. We're going to sit here. We're going to let our sanity... Oh, wait. This counts as foil light also. So we're going to turn this off. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to sit here in the closet, let our sanity drain to a point where the Moroi can actually hunt us. And if it hunts us right at the 50% threshold, it's going to be... at that point, the further my sanity drains, the faster it will get. So once it walks around the corner here, I can run to Nancy's room, call it. It'll charge towards me because it'll see me. I can incense it and then run back here in the closet. That'll get me the last optional objective for Kenneth here. And we know it's a Moroi, it's no ultraviolet, no ghost orbs. We do have ghost writing and spirit box and freezing temps, which potentially could have been a Moroi. I mean, a mimic. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I can hear it going faster. Okay, we're calling it now. I need it to see me. Hopefully I have my lighter in my hand. Sometimes I don't. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we did... Oh dear. Okay, so we did smudge it. Here's a fun thing about Morais. They actually get incensed and stunned for longer. They get blinded for 2 extra seconds, which gives you a lot more time to actually escape them. 2 seconds is quite a lot. It's in a basement, so... yeah, so 2 seconds is actually a lot when it comes to a hunt. So definitely take advantage of that. It's not hunting anymore, right? Okay, it's not hunting anymore. Alright, we got it. So let's double check here. We got check Moroi. We've got our optimal objectives. We've got everything unique, right? Yes, everything is unique. We're good to go. Let's leave with our perfect professional run. There we go, 6%. That's why it was so quick. Although I still can't tell the difference between a Thay and a Moroi. I think their speeds are actually different. Like, different enough that they're easy to tell apart. I still have a hard time telling them apart. Okay, 1,564 experience. Took 19 minutes. That was mainly waiting and everything, right? Perfects are always going to be longer than normal professional runs. All right, so let's go with Tanglewood again. Let's go ahead and start this. All right, what do we have? So Breaker is in the garage again. We have Stacy Garcia, which means Banshee or Diane is a possibility. EMF, Ultraviolet, Tier 2 headgear. And we're going to go and head out. All right, so we got clear weather. It is very ambient. The noise is a little too loud for my taste. I think it should be a bit quieter. Do we have orbs in the garage? No, we don't. Yeah. Sometimes if you look in a garage and don't see orbs, it might not appear immediately. And apparently no orbs in the hobby room. No orbs that I can see in the foyer. So let's go ahead and turn on the light here. And let's head downstairs and turn on the... wait. Did I misread the map? I'm pretty sure it's over here. Yeah, okay, so it was here. I misread. I hate that sound. I don't know if the ghost actually makes the grill sound. It's really irritating. Oh, I heard something. Ghost orb. Wait, is that... oh, it... oh, I've never had a dining room ghost yet. That's cool. Let's put that right there. And we need EMF. Pretty sure it touched the door, right? I guess it didn't. I thought it did. Let's turn the light here. And we'll just put our stuff here. There we go. Turn on the living room light. Let's go back to the van and get some objects. So let's identify the ghost first. We'll bring in the ghost writing book last, because that is one of the media we always get. Super quiet, and it has done something again. A spirit box, dots, and we'll take a thermo. Actually, probably not a thermo. It's a little too early, so we probably wouldn't get anything. Yeah, let's bring a camera with us. If it turns out to be a Moroi, then we can easily get it. I mean, a Moroi. Oh my goodness. If it turns out to be a phantom, we can easily take a picture and verify it's a phantom right away. Turn the lights off. Are you here? Where are you? Oh, wait. Not a phantom? No, what am I? Oh my goodness. Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? What's your name? Are you friendly? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? What's your name? Are you friendly? Seriously. Work. There, it works now. Alright, so it is definitely not a phantom. I took a picture of it. There is ghost orbs, and okay, yeah, it couldn't be a phantom anyways. I have to check this off as soon as I get a piece of evidence, because I constantly do that. Oops. Put this on the counter here. Alright, so we know it's not a phantom. We know we have ghost orbs, and we know it sings, but that tells us really nothing. It could still be a banshee. Banshees do prefer singing events, as far as I know. So, and we do lose sanity when we watch it sing. So it didn't touch us, and it was singing for quite a while. I don't think it's a banshee. When you watch a banshee sing during an event, and only during singing, your sanity should be dropping pretty drastically. Okay, we'll leave that here. We'll grab the crucifixes. The ghost is pretty active. I guess you could say it's active right at the start of the run, right? So it might be a ghost that can hunt high. Can any of the ghosts do it? Okay, so they can. And I think yokai too. If we have our mic and we're chatting away. Let's see if it's cold. 9.6, so it is cold. And 21. Okay, so it is cold, but not cold enough to even consider. Not cold enough to be, how do I put it? To be freezing. Okay, we have our escape route. We have our escape route now. Let's see. That's closed. Can we go in these closets? No. We can go into Nancy's room and hide here in the corner. So keep the lights on there. Oh, God. Okay. That's a scary ghost for sure. Alright, so we don't need to take pictures or video record it. That's a good thing. It really likes events. And which ghost really likes doing events right at this point? Maybe a Raiju. Maybe a Raiju and a Thay. Raiju just because there's electronics on it there now. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and start bringing, like, media stuff. So, let's bring in... I was trying to grab the firelight, but it wasn't letting me. We'll leave it there. We will take this with us. And I think that's 3. Yep. So we can grab Disturbed Salt and Motion Sensor for as a video recording right away. Turn off the sound spirit box. Okay, there we go. No, that was too soon, my friend. Why would you walk in there that soon? Okay, well, if it's a Galu, it can't be a Galu. Good. Okay, stop it, please. Just wait a second. There we go. Alright. So, if it was a Galu, it wouldn't be able to walk in salt 2 times in a row. And that's because it changes its state when it gets hit by a protective item. In this case, it would be salt. And then protective equipment wouldn't work on it as effectively. And salt is a good indicator. So, we can't do that test yet. We can't do that test right now because it's not a Galu. And we're waiting for it to step in a salt so we can get the stir salt. And it's going to trigger the motion sensor at the same time, which will give us... Oh, we got dots. And apparently we didn't get it. Alright, we got dots ghost, so like I said, it might be Thay or Raiju. Hopefully we get the dots ghost soon. But yeah, we needed to step in salt. That's really... Oh, there it is again. Okay, we got that. We got motion sense. Let's turn it off. And hopefully we don't get it to in dots form again. We don't need another dots ghost sound or dots ghost video recording. Okay, let's get this one. What? What door did it touch? Okay, so it's not... What is it touching? You... Dude, what are you touching? Yeah, okay, so apparently you can't record... Oh, of course it did. Oh, no! Oh, so apparently you can't record doors moving it sometimes. Sometimes, just like with the ghostwriting bug, where it tries to record it but it just refuses to. That's kind of buggy. Like, that makes it harder to do perfect runs, and that's basically the whole point of what I do here. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Hopefully they fix that. Okay, I just need to step into salt, please. Thank you so much. And we can check for sure now whether there's ultraviolet. Okay, there's no ultraviolet, so it couldn't be anyways. Let's check for freezing again. Okay, it's 3.7. And hit a light switch for sure. So turn on light, it can't be a mirror. Can we? I think it's too late for a light switch. Yeah. And let's verify. Just do an ultraviolet. Okay, for sure no ultraviolet. Alright, so here we go. Let's have that on. And I don't think it's a yokai. It didn't answer at all. We'll try that again, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy. Let's have it stop. Quick second. Okay, there's a light on here. Yes, that's a kitchen light. Okay, turn this light off. Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Alright, we've seen the ghost walk this way in Dot's forms and turn on the breaker, but it didn't answer with the spirit box. So we know it's in the room, and we know that it's just not giving spirit box, so that rules out yokai right away. Oh, got sound. And it's laughing like a creepy little girl. Is it a female? Oh, it is a female. Alright, let's put this down. We can bring in some firelight now. And actually, let's see what else we can get. Okay, so I screwed that up. So, I don't think it's a Yurei. I really do believe it's a Thay or a Raiju. It's just the way it's acting. A Yurei, from my experience, is quieter. Not like silent like a shade, but definitely more quieter. A Thay and Raiju act like this all the time, especially early on for a Thay, because it's super young and annoying. Alright, we'll take a writing book, and we will video record it first before we try it for sound recording. We need to bring in something else. I believe a firelight, and we have our crucifix in there already, so we don't need to do that. We could take we'll take an incense, just for safety precautions. It's not going to be able to do anything, so that's fine. As for a Thay, now that I think about it, it could still be a Thay, okay? I'm not saying it can't be. What I'm trying to say is that a Thay ages when you're in the same room as it, but it's still as active as it was when we first entered, so maybe not a Thay. Maybe it actually is a Raiju. Put this down here, we'll get our video, our camera. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's see if the video ghost writing bug is still in effect. Oh, it's not. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, I did not have my sound recorder in my hand. It is a thing, though. I didn't have a sound recorder in my hand, which is unfortunate, so I didn't get to record. Oh, I thought it was both parallel laughing. Oh no, what am I? Oh my goodness. Record that. There we go. So, as I was trying to say, I did not have the video recorder in my hand, so I could not, unfortunately, record. No, not video recorder. Oh my god. My sound recorder in my hand. So I couldn't record the sound for that. That's okay. We got 3 though. We've got all our videos and we've got ghost frame. So let's see here. We can take a picture of the Dots ghost. Like so. And then we can also take a picture of EMF, which triggered, but I forgot to take a picture of it. And that gives us our 4 photos. Then we just need to find the bone as well as the cursed object and we're good to go. We need to prevent a ghost from hunting a crucifix, which would be easy. Use a cursed object, unless it's not a good one, and we just stay in the dark the whole time. Okay, we're just waiting for the ghost to go into Dot's form. Do I actually have to wait for it? Maybe. No, I don't have to wait for it. Let's just find the bone and the cursed object right away. Okay, we don't have monkey paw. And do we have a bone lying around anywhere in here? What I can see, there is none. How about in the living room? That kind of looks like a bone, but it's not. I was fooled once before. Okay, is there a bone sitting around in here? And that's not the bone I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. Wow, it's really sticking out. Okay, there we go. 1 bone found. Do we have a music box? I know the music box is in... Dang it. I know the music box is in this room. I've just never... it hasn't been chosen just yet, so... So I've yet to see it, like its actual position. Okay, so let's see if it's a summoning circle. A summoning circle would be great, because our sanity could be, like, dropped super quick. And it's not. Ouija board? No. Okay, we don't have a hiding spot down here. It's okay. Like, it's really not a bad thing that's not there. And let's see. Haunted mirror? No. And there is only the voodoo doll, which I have yet to encounter. So I don't know exactly where in the girl's room it would be. Well, oh! It's hanging out with the bear. Very nice. Alright, we can drain our sanity pretty quickly with that, so that's a good thing. Okay, do I have... I just need an EMF reading. What the heck? Did you hear that? It sounded like I was interacting with boxes or a door or something. That was so weird. Alright, so EMF. Oh, it's doing something. I swear it's doing something. I keep hearing things being thrown. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I think my hearing is gone. Maybe it dropped that. Oh, that's it. There we go. There's our 5th photo. All our we got all our media. We just need to prevent a hunt now. So let's grab the voodoo doll. And before we use it, we're gonna make sure the ghost is still in the kitchen. Well, the dining room. Okay, that's closed. If it is, then we don't need to reposition the crucies. So here we go. Okay, definitely still there. We need a hiding spot. Are these free? They're free. Excellent. So we're just keep pushing pins. That'll drop our sanity. There we go. So pushing pins, drop our sanity as far as possible. The ghost will probably do a cursed hunt, just by the nature of voodoo doll. And then when it tries to hunt again, it will. When it tries to hunt again, it will set off one of the crucies. Hopefully it tries. Hopefully it does it in its own room. It doesn't wander off. Alright, so it is really slow because we were in a room with it for so long. Yep. Nothing else is happening. A few more seconds by my count. Alright, excellent. Now it is... Oh, we need to turn this off. So we'll turn it off. And now we just need to let our sanity drain. It's going to stop from the crucies. Once it does, we can just head on out. So right now it's just a waiting game. Oh, I just realized too. Oh, here's an issue. When the Thae basically becomes old, its hunt range becomes the sanity at which it will hunt will actually drop directly to will drop this 15%. So it's really low. It's like shade levels of low, where a shade will hunt at 35%. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can leave. But an old Thae starts hunting at 15%. It is really low. So it could actually take a long while if you're waiting for a Thae to hunt, and you've been in a room with it for such a long while. Sure we got everything? Yes, Stacey Garcia, all check marks. These are all unique. Let's verify that. And yep, we're good. What do we have for weekly challenge? Paranormal? I'm not doing challenge mode again. That was awful. Yeah, we need to hear something with parabolic microphone. So maybe we'll do like one parabolic sound a run, maybe? We'll see, we'll see. Alright, we got ourselves a Thae. Perfect again. Awesome. 17 minutes, faster than when it was a shade. Well, a Moroi. Okay. Tanglewood again. Start. Let's begin again. Okay, we got Tim Hall. That tells us, not a Banshee, not a Diane. They cannot be male ghost. The usual EMF and ultraviolet. We take EMF. I don't think I've ever said it, but we take EMF in the beginning just so if we don't get orbs or we hear the ghost somewhere, the ghost might actually give EMF 5 right away, and that's an instant indicator of an EMF 5, which is only a percentage of being able to, of a ghost being able to do it. So getting it early nullifies, well, removes a lot of ghosts from the list. And that also includes ghost orbs too. Okay, yeah, I think that thing just turns on randomly. Every time I come in here, that grill gets set off. Okay, I don't see any orbs. How about in the basement? Can I please turn it on? Oh my god. There's a freaking demon. Okay, we found ourselves a demon. That was freaking terrifying. Okay, now let's stop hunting. Oh my god. Now we're gonna look for its position. It started hunting somewhere around here. We can see the things have been thrown around. And if we can see orbs somewhere, we can say it's a mimic and not actually a demon. Okay, so it is definitely a demon. Let's leave for a quick second. We'll leave those there. Good. Alright, so we almost got ourselves killed from a demon. That was very terrifying. Okay, so we're going to do a perfect run. And let's go 88%. So we are kind of safe. We'll put down crucies too, in case it tries to hunt again. And we don't need any more evidence. What does it need? Ghostwriting, ultraviolet, and spirit box, right? No. Freezing. Okay, so we can get freezing media, ultraviolet media, and then ghostwriting media. So it can give us everything, and we can get lots of photos really quick. Like this. Actually, not that. First, we'll get freezing. We'll take... Oh, right. We need to identify the room first. Then we can start placing the... Well, we're going to put crucies in the foyer as a precaution. There we go. And I assume right here still would block the entirety of the hobby room. I'm going to assume it's in the foyer. Nope. Okay. I know it hunted around here somewhere. Washroom? No. How about the hobby room? Okay, so it's here in the hobby room. That's good. Let's go ahead and just place it right there, closer, and we'll block off the foyer a little bit. There we go. Okay, we know where it is. Let's start setting up for media. Now, it's not a mimic because there was no orbs in there. If it was a mimic, it would be a little bit trickier. Kind of, but not really, all at the same time. That'd be because it could change to another ghost. Right, so we have our video camera inside. We're going to have to bring our... Where is it? Okay, we're going to have to bring our sound recorder in soon. And where's my... Oh, I didn't bring a camera. Okay, we're going to throw these here. So sound recorder for the firelight, ghostwriting, as well as... What else can we do? I lost my train of thought. So sound recorder for firelight, ghostwriting, and I guess a simple ghost talk, which would be pretty easy. Get that? I guess a burned crucifix is what we're going to get instead. And we could take a picture of the burned crucifix. Let's put down another salt. There we go. Let's wait for ultraviolet to pop up again. And actually... we need fire extinguishing for a sound. Now, it's scary that it's a demon, just because of its instant hunt ability, but... we have... oh, there we go. We still have 2 seconds of grace period. I'll put this down. Actually, we'll put this down right here. That way we don't get motion sensed. Because we already have that. And we have disturbed salt. I can get a picture of the EMF reading. Okay, so we're in a waiting game right now for whatever it's demon to do stuff. How you doing today? Tell me what you think of Tanglewood rework. My personal opinion is it's pretty good. There are still things that could be better, like being able to access the backyard, for instance. That'll be nice. I don't like the fact that it's on the map, but you can't even go inside, and it doesn't count as a room. All right, come on, demon. Okay, maybe I'll just take free... What? There we go. There we go. Excellent. Now we need a camera. Take a picture of the ghost writing. Oh, God. Okay. That was absolutely terrifying. I think we took EMF photo, right? And it stepped in salt. Oh, my God. There it is. I need the light, though. There we go. And I believe we can take... Yeah, we can record the event, too. Oh, wait. It's actually better to record this. Shoot. Nope. Okay, it turned off the breaker. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so it did a lot of stuff all at the same time, so I don't know exactly what media we've gotten. We should have quite a lot of it already. Now let's go here as a hiding spot. I can just get inside, please. Thank you. You can tell I still have a little bit of issues here. Alright. That doesn't sound like a hunt. Alright, so we have EMF reading, footprint, ghost writing, burn crucifix. So we can get cursed possession or bone. We're going to need the bone for a perfect anyways, so we might as well look for that. Then we just need fire... Oh, it came in the room. You can hear it being super noisy. Alright, so we're going to need fire extinguishing. If it doesn't event again, that'd be nice. We can wait for it to burn a crucifix. So that's 3 right there. And... Oh, we didn't get motion sensed. Alright. Motion sense and ghost writing is also other options. And we've got all our sound. Do we need... Okay. So we don't need to take a picture of the demon. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And we'll start... We'll take a sanity med. Kind of need it right now. And we'll bring in a ghostwriting book too for the video recording. Go. Stirred salt, right? We have that. Another firelight, most sensor, nothing. Alright, we can just go in with this, and we'll take incense in case the crucifixes fail us. Alright, we also get freezing temps as one of our photo media. So let's just get that going right now. 15. It should be freezing in here. Not yet? Really? You know, it probably is freezing. It's just the range of tier 2 is super high. Okay, we'll just drop it here for now. Go ahead and put the book down. Light that up. We're going to need to record it. Both of them. And my lights are on in here in the foyer, so we're perfectly fine. Now we still have 1 charge left on this crucifix and 2 on this crucifix. So we're still perfectly safe. We're in a safe range here. Oh, there we go. Ghost writing. There we go. Oh, I throw that. Now, I know it's been doing events, so I'm hoping it does at least another one. Although we did take a sanity med, so maybe not. Okay, come on. Just 1 more medium. And then I can start dropping my sanity. Or even just, oh, there's the bone. Cool. Okay, let's go and grab the picture for that. There we go. Just need 1 more, please. What the heck, man? I don't know where a lot of these sounds are, so... Oh, there we go. I don't know where a lot of these sounds are, so when something happens, I just have no clue. Like, what was that? Long time no see, it said. Okay, go outside. Okay, all good. We need 1 more, and that'll be motion sensed. Which, yeah, which I knew about, but I forgot. Okay, there we go. Come on. I know you want it. You know, it'll make this faster. We'll put more motion sensors inside the hobby room, as well as throughout the foyer. He'll trigger at least one of them, right? And then we'll be able to just get our last video media. And then we're actually done. So another quick one. Right, I'm here for this. Yeah, so it's another quick one. And thankfully, it hunted immediately. I could have died, by the way. I didn't realize that it was hunting when I was trying to turn on the lights in the... Boy, I hate when it does that. Like, it should shut itself off, right? Yeah, I was trying to turn the lights on in the basement, and it wasn't working. So I was confused until I realized that when a ghost hunts, it doesn't turn off. There it is. Okay, when a ghost hunts, you can't turn off the lights. All right, so we got everything. Everything here is unique. A duplicate of ghostwriting. Okay. Let's see. So we need a fifth media video. Stirb salt, ghostwriting, motion sense, fire extinguished. The last one the only one I can think of is a hunt or an event. Or even an object thrown. So let's see here. What evidence do we have? So a demon requires ghostwriting, not orbs, freezing, and ultraviolet. So yeah, we can't record any of these. All right, we're gonna have to try and get it to hunt. So let's take another incense and hope it burns a crucifix. Or it hunts, right? One or the other would be fine. Okay, let's rearrange our inventory. We're going to take an incense, video camera, and then we're going to take our lighter. All right, now we're safe. We're good to go. Wait for it to try and hunt. Actually, we need to find the cursed object first. Could be somewhere around here. Okay, it's not it. Okay, so that's what it was doing in there. It was making a big mess. We have tarot cards. No, I don't like tarot cards when we're trying to start a hunt. Just because it can bring up our sanity, and it does take the longest in terms of beginning a hunt or dropping your sanity to get a ghost to hunt. Everything else is a lot better. Okay, we have a voodoo doll. Excellent. Okay, let's drop one of our incense. Where do we drop it, though? Okay, put it there. This. And this is actually hiding space, which is really cool. Let's go in there instead. Drop that there. Let's rearrange our inventory. We'll have this up. Actually, this might be really stupid, because if it comes... I was going to draw it into this room, right? And then video record it. I've done that before. And then run to this corner. But if it doesn't move from this spot, we're toast. So maybe, I'll find a different hiding spot before we... Oh my god. Yeah, I'll find a different hiding spot first. So that closet is closed. All these closets are closed, unfortunately. I don't think there's a hiding... Oh, there's a hiding spot in here. That's right. And there's lots of space to run, to escape from. All right, there we go. We'll hide in there. So let's get our other incense now. Go. Go ahead and bring this into the master bedroom. So just in case it ends up hunting here, right? Not from a cursed hunt, mind you, but our sanity gets too low and it just decides to start hunting, or it comes in here and starts hunting. I just love that you can see through this closet. Absolutely incredible. Oh, it's hunting. Alright. Set up. Come in this room. Oh, it hasn't. Okay, we're gonna try and call it. Wherever the heck it is. Hello? Oh, it's in a garage. Come on. I know that stack is super annoying. I apologize for that. Come on. Okay. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, so that's inventory management is really is a little bit harder if you don't know how to manage your inventory. I just picked up my video camera without any care of where it actually was. I'll show you how to do it before we leave. Okay, let's take these three as an example. Throw that away first. All right. So this will get you killed if you don't manage your inventory properly. So first you pick up an item, you press Q to cycle to your next slot. Press Q again, cycle to your next slot, and there you go. That's literally how you do it. So candle, parabolic, motion sensor. If you don't do it that way, they end up taking random slots, as you can see. So let's do motion sensor, candle, parabolic. Okay, so apparently it works, but that's not what you want to do. Do it the way that I showed you, where you cycle to an empty hand. That way when you press Q, you'll have the right item pulled out when you're doing something like I just did. Okay, so we got a demon. Everything's unique this time. There we go. We're good. Perfect professional run on Tanglewood rework. And it was a demon, of course. How long does it take? 16 minutes. Not bad. Hobby room. Alright, let's do it again. Like, we're just going to do all Tanglewood. We're going to take this all in for this stream. What time is it? 10:11. So about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe. About an hour, 10 minutes. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's try something a little bit different. Let's go in and just walk while talking in the spirit box. We'll of course take the EMF though, and we'll take the ultraviolet. I always go in with the video camera, so let's see if this actually works a lot better. Okay, turn our headlamp on and start talking. Are you here? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? How old are you? Oh, here we are. How old are you? Where are you? Okay, yeah, here we go. Look at that. Now, I wouldn't say that's more effective than running around with a video camera, but at least we know it's spirit box now. Okay, it's in the basement. So here we go. Right ball on the stairs. Excellent. What is that? Like, it sounded like a whooshing sound. I only hear that whooshing from the leaves. Like that. Very odd. Alright, so we know it's in there. We know it's spirit box. That means we can get sound as a spirit box. So we are not dealing with a demon, which is nice. We could be dealing with a mimic. So here's how we can quickly verify whether it's a mimic or not. We could bring in salt for ultraviolet, and we could check for ghost orb. If it has both of those, instantly a mimic. Salt. We have ultraviolet in there. And oh man, just forgot what I was talking about. Okay, ghost video camera, and we'll take a sound recorder too. And this still works, where you can actually look in here and see if there are ghost orbs. So I don't see any ghost orbs in there. Oh, I hear EMF. It has touched something. Oh, okay. So I know it's touching something. I'm recording, but it's not interacting. Huge problem in my opinion, where the video recorder is not picking up any interactions. It's very annoying. It's clearly a bug in my opinion. I think it actually is. Alright, so yeah, let's go look for ultraviolet. It doesn't appear to be any ghost orbs. Yeah, no ghost orbs anywhere. Alright, put salt down. We know it's not a mimic now. Now let's see if it has ultraviolet. No sounds. You know, it's okay. We'll put on another salt afterwards with the motion sensor. So we get motion sensor, firelight, and nothing else. I guess we can do ghost ray at the same time too. Alright, so we're gonna get disturbed salt, fire extinguished, as well as motion sense. So that's 3 of our video recorded media right away. It has not walked through salt. Oh. You know what that means? If it walks through here, then it is a wraith. I need to take a camera for this, by the way. You can take a picture of EMF. Okay, come on. So if we weren't doing perfect runs, we could probably finish this. We could probably finish this run in a couple minutes. And just for reference of how long professionals take, they could take upwards of an extra 10, 15, potentially 30 minutes, depending on how annoyingly quiet the ghost is. Okay, come on, just walk through. We'll wait another 10 seconds, and then we'll, I guess... I was gonna say we could probably just do something else, but most sense is easy to get. Disturbed salt, where it's limited, right? So if you miss all your 9 disturbed salts, you kind of missed out. Sometimes you get flickering light, but it's really hard to get. Usually it's someone on the video camera recording it and accidentally picking it up because it happens so quickly. Okay, yeah, this ghost is really not doing anything. It is disturbingly quiet. And if it's a shade, which it can't be... What was... Oh, God. I thought that was the exterior door. What? Okay. I don't get it. It worked now. Okay. Okay, so it worked. Oh, I didn't need to. Whoops. Looks like the video recording bug is random, I guess, right? It's like with the ghostwriting bug, where when you're trying to record a ghostwriting book, sometimes when it's writing, it just tries to record the whole time and just never bothers to do it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, so we have all of it. Good. We got 4 video media right away. The photos are going to be pretty easy. Well, I say it's going to be easy, but probably not. Depends on the evidence. We've got Spirit Box, so we can get the sound recording from that. Now, we still don't know what ghost it is. It's not leaving ultraviolet, so we know for sure it's not that. We didn't get... Wait, we got... Oh, we got Spirit Box. Our sanity is perfectly fine. If it was a... Excuse me. If it was a Moroi, our sanity would be far lower right now than it already is, since we've been in a house and been cursed by Moroi. When you hear it, whether or not to record the sound, that's something I just learned, you'll get cursed and it'll double your sanity drain. So our sanity is fine, which means it is not a Moroi. Alright, and now ghost orbs. So we're looking at Spirit Twins Wraith. Wraith is a very strong potential candidate because it hasn't walked through assault, but it is... it just hasn't walked through assault at all. But it's still, we still need to see a walkthrough before we can say it's a wraith. Okay, let's put one of our cameras away. That away. And then let's take the ghostwriting book in now. We'll see if it's ghostwriting. It hasn't turned off their breaker. Can it be a djinn? No, I don't think so. Yeah. It can't be a djinn. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, okay, it's stepped in assault. It is not a wraith for sure. Okay, look at Spirit Twins or Dio. Hopefully it's a Dio, because we can probably get a Dio's hissing sound. Let's take a picture of that. Put our book down now. Turn on the light. Turn that off. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's rearrange our inventory. That, and that, the way I showed you in the last run, at the end of the last run. If it's the book, what you want to first do... Oh, I gotta turn this off. I don't want to get double. So, what you want to do is video record the book first, and then swap over immediately. Double right click, and then you'll be able to get ghostwriting immediately. Really fast. So don't do it the opposite way, because ghostwriting, when you're sound recording, you have to get the entire length of the sound. But when you're video recording, you only get about... You only need to record for about 1 second before you get it. As you can see, it takes the entire length of the event in order to record the sound. That's all. I totally missed that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. That's what happens when you get flabbergasted like me. Okay, at least we got the ghost event. let's just go ahead and light up the candle once more. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got paranormal talking. Alright, last one to get is fire extinguishing. And we're good for the sound. Okay, let's put this down. Let's go ahead and check the temperatures again. It is high again. Okay, tier 2 is a little bit unreliable. And we had spirit box. So let's actually record spirit box instead. Are you here? Where are you? How? There we go. Alright, we got all our sounds. We've got all our video medium. Let's go ahead and get our ghostwriting. There we go. Let's find our bone and cursed object. Okay, we have hiding spot in here. Very nice to see all the time. Nothing here. What the heck is that? Oh, it looked like an insect. Okay, we have a voodoo doll. Which is good. We can drop our sanity pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and look in the master bedroom. We have a bone. Not the right bone, though. There's a bone in here. Oh, it sounded like a ghost was hunting. That's where I heard, where are you? Alright. Big thump from somewhere. Nothing around. That brushing is literally the... Oh, here's a bone. Nice. Alright, so the brushing comes from this bush here. It's really disturbing. Okay. We need freezing, potentially. We still need to figure out what the ghost is, right? It does feel... Oh, we have ghost writing. Okay, so we know it's a spirit now. That's good. Oh, wait, no, we don't. We need to see whether there's dots. Which will actually be our... Which could actually be our last photo. Yeah, our last photo. There's a chance that the dots ghost just shows like a dots for a split second and then constantly ruins and then constantly disappears, right? And then we just never get the photo. It happens a lot. Alright, let's put the dots down right here. As the same spot as we always did in the boys' room. That's the best spot. Camera down. Oh, we needed to, right there. Perfect. Let's grab another dots. Now, generally, I would always have tier 2 dots in rooms. That's always the ideal thing, because tier 3 is a little... It's too large, in my opinion, for rooms. Maybe the hallway here? If you can put it on the roof or the ceiling. Oh my god, you can. Oh, that is awesome. That is really cool. I didn't know you could put it on the ceiling. Love it. Alright, so we'll put this right here. And we'll see if there are dots. So if there are no dots, then it would be EMF 5, but it's been doing lots of interactions with no indication that EMF 5 is present. So it might just be a deal. You know, it would be nice if the door actually moved when it made that sound. Just saying, just saying. Hey, come on. We just need dots or EMF 5. One or the other. Unless there's ultraviolet and orbs that were just... Oh, there is the dots. I just saw it. It was really quick, like I talked about. How dots can just, like, pop into existence and vanish just as quickly. So let's sit here and just hope it does dots. Long enough for us to take a picture, of course. And we're gonna need to hunt too, so not really much to do. But wait until... Yeah, not really much to do, but wait. Let's turn this off. It's a little bit noisy in here. And unfortunately we can't turn that off. It'd be cool if there was a drawstring. Come on, Dio. Don't you just hate that? Oh, there it is. Good. Alright, we got our dots photo. Everything is unique. Excellent. There we go. Now we just need to repel the ghost with incense, and we are done. Now I want to show you something after we do the hunt. Wait, I have an incense, right? No, I don't have an incense. That would have been really dumb of me to try and hunt. Okay, so we're going outside into the van to grab an incense right away. And then we're going to get to hunt. It's a Dio. Oh, right, it's a Dio. I was going to find a hiding spot, right? Just, not smart. Duh. You can't hide from a Dio. We'll put incense here. We'll take this. We'll just run. Oh, wait. Let's turn on the lights here first. I want to be able to see. I want to be able to see. I don't want to run away from it in the dark. Come on. Please don't do an event in here, though. Oh, here we go. Alright, we're gonna hear it sprint. Super quick. There he goes. Hello, Dio. One of the funnest ghosts to loop. Just because you can watch it. Just because you can watch it, right? It's always fun. It's so slow. It's like running away from a baby. I don't even think we can call this I don't even think you can call this looping anymore. I'm pretty sure you can just call it square dancing. Or line dancing even. Oh, okay, it's trying to loop. Wow. Trying to mix it up, eh? Okay, so yeah. Whenever you're dealing with a Dio, don't ever be afraid. It's never gonna catch you unless you run, let's say, into this spot right here, right? You're not gonna die. You just need to find a place where you can just walk around it, and even then, even in tight corners, let's say if the room is like this small, if you lure it over here and then run to the side and then run around it, you could probably get past it without dying. It's really tight, but it's perfectly doable. Alright, so guys, oh my goodness, I forgot to incense it. Dang it. Okay, well, we gotta go back inside. This time we're gonna go in the basement. Let's turn the train station on while we're running away. And I'm gonna grab a flashlight because it's actually dark in there. Alrighty. Hopefully the basement light is actually on. Yeah, let's run. No, it's not on. Okay. Now, that's a quick way to get into the basement, right? Run here and just fall off the edge. Alright, so first off, I want to see the Dio's hunt range, because we are pretty high. Okay, so it's 40%, so we should be able to dodge it. Assuming it comes down here, of course, right? Turn all this on. I think this is the best part of Tanglewood, by the way. This little spot. Working train set. Really cool. Really cool addition to Tanglewood. Wait, is it hunting? Oh, it is hunting. Why would it take so long to get here? There it is. Alright, cool. Oh, we need to incense it. We were gonna do a hunt again and not incense it. Alright, there you go. Oh, we gotta get that out of the way. Oh, crap. It's over there. Is there garbage anywhere? Ah, there's one. There we go. Alright, cool. Look at that. Super loud, super noisy. You know what I think would be a cool addition? Oh god, oh god, oh god. I got trapped behind something. Is if the ghost could interact with the train set and maybe turn it on and off, right? That'd be pretty funny. Okay, keep getting stuck in that thing. What the heck? I didn't even know you can open that. Okay, can you open this? Oh, you can, so I wait. So it trolled me. It blocked me from making perfect loops. That's cool though. It's fun. It's really fun looping a Dio. Alright, so we've got everything. There we go. Very nice. Go ahead and leave. Perfect. Alright, we did good. Barbara Alexander, you have been identified. Tier 3 Salt and Tier 3 Thermo. This is a huge upgrade, by the way, especially when it comes to the Thermo. When it comes to Salt, it's really fun. The reason being is because if it's a Wraith, it'll keep getting bounced back, and it's really funny. I've done it before in prison, where I trapped a Wraith in a room and is constantly smacked against 2 different salt piles, constantly triggering the motion sensor. It was really annoying, but it was also extremely funny. Alright, we got our Tier 3 Thermo. Let's get our Tier 3 Salt. Bang. And maybe I'll buy a tripod now. Actually, no, let's save our cash. We're gonna buy the crucifix, which is extremely expensive for good reason, as well as Tier 3 incense. Really cool. I do want the Tier 3 headgear, although I don't use it very much because I don't like the fact you have to hold a button in order to toggle it. It takes long, and it's very risky in terms of turning it off when the hunt is going to begin. Alright, so we're at 6 Tanglewood Drive again. Case 431, Holly Corrigan. Let's take first video camera. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the item names. Tier 2, there we go. And we have a Tier 3 Thermo now, so... And I didn't equip it. Good for me. Alright, let's just go here. We'll see if there's orbs right away in the garage and in the hobby room and foyer. Okay, garage has no orbs, and it doesn't look like... Ah, the breaker's in here too. Alright, so breaker's in there. Okay, we have no orbs at all. Foyer. I thought I saw it in the living room, but that might just have been a glare from something else. Okay, we have no haunted mirror. I can't see for the life of me, but I don't think we have... tarot either. That thing is so annoying. I don't like the fact that it turns on out of nowhere. Weird. Okay, dining. This is the whole dining room, by the way. It also lights up this area. That is from what I gleaned off from the map. Wait. Okay, that's an outdoor light. I thought I saw orbs there. I have yet to get a basement ghost, by the way, so I don't know how difficult it will be to identify a ghost in a basement. I found a bone. Nice. I'm assuming a basement ghost would be difficult, as they usually are. My assumption. And I'm still looking in the same spot for the light. Alright, do we have... Oh, I heard something in here. There we go. Ghost orbs in the washroom. I like that it's larger, by the way. It makes it a lot easier to deal with. And I also like the fact that you can lift up the seat and you can flush the toilet. It's really cool. I would prefer that I could throw something in and flush it. Let's turn it down. There are ladies in the house. There we go. I lost my motion sense. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that's scary. It goes inside. You can easily lose it. Ooh. Okay, let's not put it there. I'll totally will forget where it is. And I was talking before about how there should be reflections. I just feel like there should be reflections. Oh! No, never mind. But yeah, I feel like there should be reflections. Yeah, so it only did one thing, and that was clearly a small interaction. Alright, do we have any photos? Okay, photo camera with the unique, which is what we're normally going to do. Detect a ghost presence with motion sensor and repel the ghost incense. So let's go ahead with dots. We'll leave a thermo for now. We'll go in spirit box, and we will go in with a... I guess we can put a motion sensor right now. It's not going to do anything. I don't want to put salt down just yet. I want to get a video recording of it. So let's do dots. Okay, and what if I can do this? No, dang it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Okay, which door did it touch? Okay, touch the door over there. Let's see. We have ultraviolet? No, no ultraviolet. How about the other side? No. Alright, so we're not dealing with an ultraviolet ghost. We are dealing with a ghost orb ghost, which means it can't be a mimic for sure. And now, oh, this is perfect. See, this is why I want tier 2 This is why I like using tier 2 in rooms. It's specifically because of this room. Because it's so small that tier 3 couldn't properly cover the room. Now it can. That's nice. Let's get it to rotate, please. Come on, just a little bit. And right there should be fine. There we go. Full coverage of the washroom. Excellent. Use spirit box. Oh, EMF 5. Nice. Okay, so we got no orbs. I mean, we got orbs. We got no ultraviolet, and we got EMF 5. A Diane or a Raiju. Now, it's not really going to be super difficult to identify either. A Diane's gonna hunt normally at normal speed, and as long as you're near it and you're moving around, it's going to speed up. A Raiju, on the other hand, is going to be insanely fast from the get-go until it gets out of range of electronics around it. Active electronics, by the way. If they're off, it's not going to affect a Raiju. So it's pretty easy to identify. The only issue with Diane is because I'm moving around it, it has a higher hunt threshold, I believe, if you're moving around it. Yeah, it's 65% when you're moving around it. So let's first identify whether it's a Raiju or a Diane, and we're going to need dots in there. And spirit box. Alright, so we're going to test for spirit box and dots. Okay, let's take this. Oh, we can't take that. We'll take this in case it's dots. We'll take salt, and we'll take a candlestick. Actually, let's leave the candlestick for now. We'll take the sound recorder. Let's see if we can get sound. Now I don't have a video recorder yet, so that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if it's spirit box. Are you here? Where are you? Are you friendly? What's your name? Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? What's your name? Are you friendly? I'm not sure what I got, but I assume I got paranormal talking. Yeah, I did. Alright, we gotta turn this off now so we don't lose it. And the ghost is actually out here. Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Are you here? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Alright, so I'm gonna say it is not spirit box, so we're dealing with a Raiju. Now, we can end up getting dots, so if we see dots, that's perfect. It means we can easily get Raiju. Alright, let's turn off the door moved. There we go. That down there. And I can't place it anymore. What the heck? Okay, there we go. That's weird. Okay, yeah, for sure, no ultraviolets. Alright, so we need to get one more EMF. There we go. Turn that off. Got EMF reading. And we're definitely dealing with the Raiju. So the last one it has would be dots. So we're going to take a dots photo eventually. And we can take a salt. Disturbed salt as well as motion sense. So we'll put this down right here. And we'll set up record. Actually, that was the slowest I've ever been. My granny fingers were tingling. Alright, so I was going to bring a firelight when I threw everything down, and then it ghost decided to start running through everything. So, as ghosts do, right? They tend to be very annoying like that. Okay, so we'll bring in another dots. So, in case it goes into a foyer, we can chase it and get a recording. What we're doing with the firelight is we're going to put it on top of the salt, and we're going to be able to get salt, motion sense, as well as fire extinguisher at the same time. Okay, we're not going to get that because we already have door moved, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're just waiting for these three medium. Oh. Cute. That. Here we go, motion sense, disturb salt. Okay, now we need fire extinguishing, and then we can swap over to our sound recorder and get fire extinguished. There we go. Look at that. Perfect, right? I did it properly this time. Alright, so all unique, all unique. Now we just need a medium. This is going to be pretty easy considering it's a Raiju. So let's put the camera down. And we need to put this about here. Here we go. And we'll stop it right there. Alright, so now we just need to wait for it to just move, right? Go into dots form and take a picture. Actually, it could take a while. So let's go ahead and look for the bone and curse possession. And since we can't get anything else, there's no... Yeah, we can't get any other piece of evidence as photos. We're going to have to try something. I don't know what we're going to try, though. Hopefully it turns on the sink and we get dirty water. If it doesn't, then... Yeah, it's going to take a while. Okay, do we have voodoo doll? No. We don't have a bone in here. What was that? Okay, I don't know what it did. Oh, right, the bone was here. Awesome. Here we go. Oh, music box. First time I've ever had this, by the way. I haven't seen it before. Okay, we got bone, EMF, music box. I could use the music box to start an event and take a picture and run for it, but I don't think I should. That leaf, I tell you, it's so noisy. Okay, let's wait for dots. I'll use the music box for the last photo, and then that will repel the ghost with incense when it starts hunting. Theoretically, I will remember to do that. I have been known to forget. It's like a deal situation in the last run all over again, where it took a while. Here, this electronic is on, so the Raiju should be more active. Unless, of course, it is not a Raiju. And what happened was, I just wasn't getting Spirit Box. Spirit Box, even tier 3 can fail you. Where are you? Okay. Got a Shadow Ghost photo. We need a Dots Ghost now. Just a dots ghost, please. Or turn on the sink. Give me dirty water. Don't know what dirty water was, but just give me dirty water, please. I would highly appreciate it. Let's turn that off. We need our lighter. I was gonna say I'm gonna turn this on so that my sanity won't drain like quickly, right? Although it should be 0% sanity drain when the lights are on. So yeah, this is kind of pointless now I think about it. On ghosting. Okay, it's taking quite a while. Maybe it was... Turn off dots. Okay. So maybe it is an Obake, but it's been hiding its ultraviolet for every single time, right? Okay, touch the door. So let's see what door it touched. Okay, nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it touched every single door. Okay, turn on to firelight, which is okay. Yeah. There's absolutely no ultraviolet, so we can say for sure it is not. It's just being a very hidden dots ghost, maybe. Or a spirit box, right? Let's do it. Let's turn on a firelight here. Let's go ahead and try spirit box again. Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? Oh my god, I knew it. See? That is the worst when a spirit box does not work for you. When a spirit box just does not work for you. And then you're waiting for something that doesn't exist. In my case, it was a dot ghost. Alright, so we're going to need to use the music box. Okay, so let me get my head on straight here. So I'm gonna get incense. This is because I'm going to use the spirit box to call the ghost with an event, and then take a picture of it while it's walking towards me. We have shadow ghost, which means the picture we take next, which would be a normal ghost photo, won't count. as will count as a unique photo. So we're good to go. Let's grab this incense. We have everything. Okay, let's rearrange our inventory quickly. We don't want to get ourselves killed. So remember, we're using music box. We're going to take a picture. We're going to swap to our incense, just in case we're such slowpokes that we get ourselves killed. Well, nearly get ourselves killed. Let's go get that music box. And we identified it as a Diane while we were waiting for Dot's form for a Raiju, because the spirit box tier 3 failed. We were lucky to get spirit box this time. Otherwise, we would have been here for what? Dang it! Otherwise, we would have been in Tanglewood for quite a lot longer. So let's turn on the breaker again, and this time we'll only leave the necessary lights on. This is literally the last thing we're going to do in Tanglewood, and we're going to finish this, head on to our next perfect run, and yeah, get another perfect. Because this Tanglewood map is actually pretty fun. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit different, but not too much different. It still retains the same feel. Alright, let's use inventory management here. So, all the ghost, place it on the ground, do not throw it, or we end up in a cursed hunt. We're gonna have this out, and then incense, and then this guy right there. Alright, so we're good to go. Let's try and get the ghost to come near us first. We need to turn on light, of course. Oh, right, and we need the hiding spot too. Ah, there's one. Okay, so the ghost is in there. Let's call it this way. Come on. Walk. Alright, look at that. That was easy. Why is it so slow? Oh, right, it's a Diane. I was thinking it's a Raiju still. Okay, so if you move around, you can hear it speeding up like crazy, right? You stop and slow down. Move. There we go. Stop. And it basically slows down. That's a key thing to remember with Dianes. It makes it very easy to figure out, especially when you're in a room. If you stay still and you're in a room with it, it's gonna be as silent as a shade. It's really annoying, but that's a good indicator of a Diane. And then you'll start moving around, let's say walking, and then all of a sudden it starts going crazy. Indicator of a Diane again. So we're just waiting for Kirsten to end, and we've gotten everything, right? Oh no! Come closer, please. Oh my goodness. This is so typical me. Always forgetting to do one little thing. Alright, let's find a hiding. I was gonna say let's find a hiding spot, but I think we should probably sit here still, right? Yeah, let's sit here, wait for it to hunt. Actually, let me check my sanity. I don't want to be sitting in the closet making you guys wait for such a long time when my sanity's not even going down, or I'm not even at a low enough sanity for it to hunt. Alright, so at 46%, a Diane can hunt at 45% when nothing's happening around it. So we don't have Krusies in there, that's good. So we'll go back in the closet again. We'll lure it towards us, and then we'll incense it. Turn off our light, because we'll get killed otherwise. So we need to turn off a light, I would think. Actually, let's continue. Let's move around so we can get the hunt. There it is. Where is it? There it is. It's us. There we go. And we repelled it. Excellent. Gold star for myself. So we're just going to wait for it to finish the hunt, and we're going to move on to the next perfect professional. We have about 45 minutes of Tanglewood runs to make this time, or for the rest of the stream. Now, if you want to... I would only do perfect professionals because of the speed at which you can do them, right? They're a lot easier, and you can, I guess, finish them within 15 minutes, 10 minutes if you're super lucky. When I do Nightmare and above, I generally don't do perfects. Not because I can't, but because they take longer, right? The majority of the media you're going to get is always going to be evidence, right? From ghostwriting to ultraviolet, which can get to right there, right? So it's really good. And then even dots form. So it's really easy to get photos when you have all the evidence available. When it comes to Nightmare and Insanity, it gets progressively harder. So maybe we'll do one nightmare. And then potentially, you know what? Let's do one nightmare and one insanity. 2 streams ago, I failed it so miserably. It was really bad. I could not identify the ghost. I could not do anything right. It was, yeah, it was just terrible. Anyways, we got our perfect... Oh. That's a bead of sweat on my forehead. I sometimes forget to check the ghost. And there we go. Perfect investigation. Took 18 minutes. Not that long, like I said. Perfect professionals are really quick. Let's just go ahead and do nightmare, and then we'll go into insanity afterwards. We're going to just not do perfect for these ones. For obvious reasons, right? I just explained. And can you join after this? What do you mean, like, in the game? Do you mean, like, join a multiplayer lobby with me? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, tier 3 and tier 3. There we go. Sorry, no, I don't do multiplayer, at least not right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. But something I will consider. Okay, so here we're in Nightmare. Let's just go and hear the ghost. Cora Barton. Means it can be a Banshee or Diane. And then we've got EMF and Ultraviolet. We can find the ghost pretty easily doing this. Well, yeah, hopefully you're enjoying yourself here, by the way. And actually, what do you think of the Tanglewood rework? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you even play this game? I think that's like the key question, right? Sometimes people jump into streams not knowing what the game is. But yeah, like, if you played it, what do you think of it? Oh, is that an orb in the back? Yeah, we see an orb in the living room. Okay, let's go and get that ghost orb. There we go. Let's turn on the breaker right now. There we go. There we go. We are good to go. Okay. And it did something when we were in the room with it, so potentially it's probably not a shade. Alright, so ghost orb. Oh, it can't be a shade anyways with the ghost orb. Okay, let's drop that. Not a good place to drop it, but it is where it is. Oh my god, I hate when that happens. Look, it's trying to get out to me. You can see it. Oh, god. Okay, so it did an event immediately. Now, that basically screams it might be a Thay. Like, Thays do that right from the get-go because they are at their youngest, which means they're at their most active. Holy cannoli, that was terrifying. We also have the issue with Diane's too, which when you move around them, as you saw in the previous run, they will be more active. So that could be why. That's another ghost it could potentially be. But Thay definitely does that all the time. Okay, so let's see if it actually is a Thay. So we're gonna look for dots, and we're going to look for, I think, Spirit Box, right? No, Ghost Writing. So dots and Ghost Writing. Let's see if it has either of those ones. And we don't need to worry about it hunting. Actually, they can hunt pretty early, 75%. There's no way we're that low, but yeah, there's no way we're that low. So I don't think it can hunt this early. So let's just go and put a Cruci down. Well, actually, let's hold a Cruci in our hand. You know, the power of protection here. You know, throw it. Actually, if you throw it here, it should cover the entirety of the living room. Now let's go ahead and put the dots in our favorite place on the window frame. And we'll put the book down. Or not. Oops. Okay, okay. And there we go. There we go. And we can't put the book down on the couch for some unknown reason, so it always has to be on the ground. I don't know why. I don't understand it myself, but it is what it is. Alright, so we have our EMF reader. It has to be on, so it could still be EMF 5. I'm just guessing that's a Thay. I could be totally wrong, by the way. Totally wrong. And yeah. You know what? Let's first throw that down. Let's not have it right in the book. We can record it. We're not doing it perfect. That's not the point of this nightmare run in Tanglewood. It's more of, I just want to record it for the extra money. But I also want to put salt down in case it decides to. In case it steps into salt and it is UV. Also take a photo. Well, okay, we don't. We don't need it because it can't be a phantom. And we'll take a thermo and a spirit box. Now, I want to take a sanity medication. Look at that. So, the ghost did an event immediately as we walked in, right? As we were leaving. I'm trying to use a sanity medication. The fact that I can't use it means my sanity is too high to use, so I'm probably still at 100%. Unless there's some, like, upper threshold that I don't know about, I'm still at 100%. Okay, so let's do a quick thermo check. 1.8, so it definitely isn't here. Let's put this, we'll put this down right there. Open up the book, and we'll now wait. We're gonna wait for, can it be a Wraith? No. Alright, can it be Galu? No. Okay. So, we're gonna wait for it to step in assault, see if we get ultraviolet. We're gonna wait for it to do psychotic interactions like that, which basically is screaming, I'm a Thay, because I'm young and annoying. And we're waiting for it to do write in a book. So let's see what we end up getting. Or dots. We have a few things we can get. It's nightmare. It's nightmare. So come on. I'm pretty sure the interaction. Oh, wait. Oh, there's disturbed salt. And we don't see any ultraviolet footprints. Like footprints anywhere. So it could still be an Obake, I think. Yeah, it could still be an Obake, but if it's not, we're looking for ghostwriting dots. Oh, spirit box. I forgot about this thing. Okay, let's put this down. How old are you? Where are you? Ah, we got ghostwriting. Okay. That's what it is. Alright, so they still in the running. So here's what we can do. This is actually a very easy fix. If you have tarot cards, not tarot cards, sorry. If you have a cursed object, like this beauty, for instance, you can check its speed right now. If it's super slow, it is guaranteed Revenant. If it is really fast, it is Thay. But we were in a room with it, so it probably is slightly faster, not psychotically fast. But if it's a normal speed ghost, then we have ourselves a mare. So let's use this and listen. Okay, time to listen. I think it's stepped in salt. No. That's a Revenant. How? What? A Revenant did an event at 100, at, I would assume 100%, just as I was exiting the house? No way. No. No way. Is this a mimic pretending to be a Rev? Because I've never had a Rev this, excitable or aggressive this early. Okay, so if we want to know for sure whether it is a Rev, we have to go ahead and use Spirit Box. And I'm going to try use Spirit Box. Alright, it is complete. It has completed its journey at a snail's pace. We're going to head out. We're going to grab Spirit Box, another one. We're going to have the Spirit Box already in the living room active, and we're going to walk around with another one. And we're going to take Sanity meds too, because our Sanity at this point would be at 0, because the mirror broke. And we'll take this too, just in case. Yeah, we'll be fine. Like, we're not going to get hunted, so. It's more of a caution thing, like, hope for the, well, actually, what was it called? Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. That old saying, which is a very valid saying, by the way. Let's live by that. Alright, so Spirit Box time. Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? What's your name? Are you friendly? Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Alright, so it definitely is a revenant. It was not a mimic pretending to be a revenant because we didn't get spirit box, right? And yeah, so I would say, yeah, it's not a they. We were not in the ghost room for that long that its speed could turn into like grandparent speed, right? Like grandparent with a cane, I mean. So definitely revenants. And a mare is always normal speed. There we go, rev. Easy 944 experience. Look at that, 8 minutes, right? That's what I mean. When you aim for a perfect, things really start taking longer. Now let's go ahead and do an insanity run. I think we have, let's see, 30 minutes. Look at that. So we could probably do an insanity and then one more perfect professional. All right, so we have Jack Taylor, no Banshee, no Diane. We have Ghost Orbs. Well, we don't have Ghost Orbs. We're going to look for Ghost Orbs. Tier 2 headgear and a lighter. Give me 1 second. Just going to have something to drink. Alright, let's head on out. Alright, so we're going to do the obligatory Ghost Orbs check in the hobby room, as I know what it's called now. Okay, I don't see anything there. How about the garage? Nothing. Alright, we have the fuse box. I call it the fuse box. I don't know if that's the actual term for it. I hear breaker all the time. But, yeah, we have the breaker in there. And we don't have any orbs in the foyer. So let's turn on the lights as we walk across towards the breaker. No ghost orbs at all right now. Now, it could still be in here. It could just be like floating inside the car, which is really one of the most annoying things about the garage is that, oh, it's in the foyer somewhere. One of the most annoying things about the garage is that the ghost can actually be pushing, or the ghost orbs can actually be in moving through the car. Sounds like it's in here. There's water dripping. I don't know if that's an indicator of a ghost being in this washroom. But hey, maybe it is. I know it touched something, right? Maybe not. Okay, well, I think it touched something, but apparently it's not being detected. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and check. Let's bring our thermo in right away. It's insanity, so we need to find the ghost quickly. We're at 75. We're at 75 sanity right now, so I believe this still restores. I don't know how much. I should have checked the parameters first, but I didn't. So we'll take these two. We'll take the thermo. Wait, I still didn't put tier 3. What am I doing? So I put tier 3 for my previous run. For some reason, it reset to tier 2 for this run. For an insanity run, that makes it a bit more difficult to deal with. So I shouldn't die. At least I hope I shouldn't die, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we have 8.1 here, which basically tells us that it is in this room. Yeah, so it's in here. All the other rooms would be higher. Now, what we can do is we can put evidence down right now, and we'll use spirit box. I stopped talking because I started thinking. I need to find... Oh, hiding spots. Okay, I found one. It's like, I need to find a hiding spot. And there's a second one. So we can run around the corner. And if we get to that corner before the ghost gets here, we can run directly in there. Okay, so we know it's in here. And this is the optimal spot, by the way. So definitely place your dot up there. But the ghost writing book, apparently... There's limitations on where you put the ghost writing book now, because I'm trying to place it, but I can't place it anywhere, except on the ground. Okay, it's definitely hanging stuff in the hobby room. Are you here? Oops. Oh my goodness. Are you here? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you here? How old are you? What's your name? Are you here? Okay. Well, we have no spirit box. previous experiences told me that even if you have tier 3 spirit box, it can still fail you miserably. So, there are no ghost orbs, which means not a mimic for sure. We didn't get spirit box, so let's say it's not a Morai and not a Diogen right away. We still have to check for everything else. So we can go ahead and check for a Wraith and a Galu right now. And then we'll take the camera too. Actually, we'll do this. We'll take our camera, just in case it does an event. We can take a picture and then see whether or not it is a phantom from the get-go. Okay, touch the door. Do we have ultraviolet? No. Okay, so let's say it's not ultraviolet. But if we get ultraviolet later on, it's an Obake. You don't know Obakes. I believe it's 25% chance that they won't leave ultraviolet. So that's one of the ways you can tell. So if you get ultraviolet, but don't get ultraviolet again, and then suddenly start getting ultraviolet again, then you could say it's an Obake. Okay, so that's one. Not a Wraith. If it steps into salt a second time, that means it's not a Galu. Because a Galu starts off in a neutral state. And then when it gets hit by protection, like a protective equipment item, anything like that, such as salt counts as one, then what happens is that it won't step into salt a second time because it has changed its state. Alright, so we're left with Demon, Obambo, Rev. There's a lot of ghosts here who we can do a hunt test with, so that's good. The only problem is if it's not a ghost that's not normal speed, it becomes a bit harder, because with a demon, we can do an incense test, same with the spirit, so those ones are easy. We just need to have a timer going. A mare is far more difficult. A myling, we're going to need to look at Tybane's cheat sheet map to figure that one out. And a poltergeist, we just need to listen for some kind of poltergeist explosion. It's not hard. If you hear like items just like sound like they're exploding in some way, it probably is a poltergeist, because poltergeists have such powerful throws. Alright, so we're going to do a hunt test right now, because we need to decide whether it's a fast ghost, a slow ghost, which could be an Obambo, and a Rev, or whether it's a normal speed ghost, at which point we'll see whether it's a myling, a demon, or a spirit. A shade, it's probably not a shade, I don't think so. It doesn't feel like one, but we're on Insanity, so it might be. I don't generally play on Insanity a lot. Alright, so we're going to need this for the incense testing. We have fire. We already have a lighter, so probably a flashlight. I would use tier 2 headgear, but in terms of shutting off the light quickly, you can't rely on it. If the devs would change the key bindings to allow for just a toggle button for your headgear, then I would totally use it every single time. Okay, we're on Insanity, so we have no cursed objects. We need to hide. We need to hide in a hiding spot. There's... creepy. Okay, we need to hide in a hiding spot. And preferably, I want to go into the dining room when we do our myling test, if we have to go that far. Like right in the corner. And then we'll also take a look at Tybane's map to see myling range, right? Because, yeah, obviously, if you don't know, you kind of got to use a cheat sheet in some way. So we're going to sit here in this closet. Let our sanity drain. Oh, we got to turn this light off. Okay, we'll keep this pointing out. There we go. And with the beauty of the rework, we can see through closets. Absolutely wonderful. It's one of those minor things that just is super helpful. It's a quality of life thing. Alright, so we're draining our sanity. And our sanity should be pretty... It should go down pretty quickly. We should have 200% sanity drain. Now, for those of you joining in, we're doing a hunt test. We're going to determine its ghost speed first. If it's fast, we know for sure it's just a Thay, so that's easy. It could also be an Obambo, but we'll have to do maybe two or three tests for that one to make sure that we haven't gotten it when it's in its aggressive state, which means it's faster than a normal ghost. As for Rev, it's gonna be easy. It's the slowest ghost out of the entire evidence, out of the entire book here. Then shade, it's not possible to tell during a hunt. A poltergeist, we could do a poltergeist test and watch as it interacts with objects as we're looping, let's say in the dining room. A demon and a spirit, we'll start a timer for that. As soon as it walks out into the foyer, we'll incense it and then start a timer. With the mare, you're not going to be able to tell. This one is one of the most difficult ghosts, in my opinion, to figure out. We could do a light switch test, which is really annoying because it doesn't mean it's going to fulfill it. And a light switch test is you flick the light switch on, and then a mare has the ability to instantly flick it off. But it's such an unreliable test that you kind of don't want to rely on it. Is it hunting? Oh, that was an event. Scared me. And then as for miling, here's what I'm going to do. I have on Firefox. Oh, I thought it was hunting. On Firefox. So I'm going to load it up for you right now. There we go. Here's how I figure out how to do this stuff. So we're going to go into miling and dining room. If we go here, we can see that we can hear all ghosts within this range right here. For miling, it would have to come about into the foyer about here before we can actually hear it. So that's a good indicator, right? And if we put motion sensors, let's say right here, and then we hear the motion sensors but not the ghost moving through it, we would know for sure it's a miling because we can't hear the ghost, but we know it is. That was a poltergeist. So you heard that, right? That massive explosion of items, that's poltergeist right there. We still need to do a hunt test, by the way. Like, it's something we still have to do. It definitely is hitting lots of objects and interacting like crazy. So that is how I determine a miling. When you don't know a miling range, especially on new maps, right? Kind of need these maps to figure it out. So if you've never seen Tybane's cheat sheet, then yeah, just simply Google it, and it's the first search term that pops up. Tybane cheat sheet, Phasmophobia. Okay, so now we're just waiting. Come on, ghost. Is there anything I can do to help speed it up? None of the ghosts here. So if it was a Diane, I could just walk around like the room, like around its ghost room, and then when you're walking around a Diane, it has 65%. At 65% sanity, that's when it can hunt. So we can speed it up that way. Otherwise, it's normal 45%. Come on, ghosty. I still think it's a poltergeist at this point, just because of all that massive interactions we just heard while we were looking at the map. How you doing today, by the way? Are you enjoying the new Tanglewood rework? I assume my impressions of it is that everybody loves it. Maybe a lot of people don't think it's the most perfect of reworks, but I think overall it has a pass. My opinion is that it's good. There are things that could be improved, such as allowing us into the backyard. That would be absolutely wonderful. We can do that in Bleasdale, where we can go outside. So I don't know why we can't do it here in Tanglewood, where that could be its own room. I would also like, this one is probably just like a minor thing, but aesthetically pleasing, is a line of trees, basically. Oh, that was, okay, start. So a demon can hunt 20 seconds after burning a crucifix. As I was saying, like, trees outside a house definitely help make houses feel much more homey and better. It just feels better when there's a tree outside. So I hope when the willow rework happens that they put a willow tree outside. It'd be absolutely awesome. That was before 25 seconds. It might be a demon. So here's how. A demon can hunt 20 seconds after burning crucifix. Okay, that's a mirror thing. A demon can hunt 20 seconds after burning a crucifix or after the end of a hunt, whereas the every other ghost can hunt 25 seconds afterwards. So a demon can hunt now. Okay, now standard ghost can hunt now. So potentially it could have been a demon. I may have mistimed. Oh my god, you hear that, right? Yeah, I don't think it's a demon. I won't check it off until I do an incense test, of course. So we're just waiting still. What else? What else can I say? Yeah, willow rework. Put a willow tree in the front, and it would just be absolutely incredible. Now back to testing talk. For a demon, we're going to incense it when it comes in foyer. That includes a spirit too. After we incense it, we have to start a timer right then and there. Did the door close? We have to start a timer right then and there. And then if the ghost hunts starting from 60 seconds to 90 seconds, then we know it's a demon because only a demon can do that. Normal ghost. Okay, that's not an Oni. Do we have an Oni? No. Normal ghost will hunt from 90 seconds onwards. So, yeah. Normal ghost hunts from 90 seconds. A spirit, on the other hand, takes 180 seconds before it can hunt again. Okay, I'm gonna move that crucifix. I have way more crucifixes in here than I thought. It's taking longer than it should. Oh yeah, spirit will hunt 180 seconds after being incensed. That's something to remember. I still think it's a polty. Like the amount of interactions, the forcefulness of them, really say I'm a poltergeist. Yeah, it's really forceful. And we know it's hunting, so give it a few more seconds and it should start again. Okay, we know it can hunt now because all the crucies are burned. I really should not have brought them in with me when I'm doing these kind of tests. A few more seconds. Come on. I know you want to hunt. That was mine. Oh man, my mic was on. That would have been so bad. Okay, it's been more than 25 seconds and it's taking its sweet time. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Incensed. There we go. Now, we need to wait 60 seconds. Okay, so I can't hear anymore. I assume it went in the basement. It sounds like it is. Yeah, it may have went in the basement. I don't know if the hunt is over. This is the problem with... It's not a problem with the map. It's just a problem with, like, hearing, right? You can't tell when the hunt is over. There it is. So it is over. Alright, so we have 15 seconds left before we can say it's not... Or a demon can hunt. 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So demon can hunt now. We have 30 seconds. If it hunts within 30 seconds, demon. I mean, okay, so it doesn't have to hunt within the 60 and 90 second mark. It can still hunt like maybe 5 minutes later. Like that's something you should remember. So this could require multiple tests, but we can safely say that if it does hunt within 90 seconds, for sure it is a demon. And we are time. We're going to say it's not a demon. It hasn't hunted within 90 seconds. So we have a minute and 30 before we can say it is a spirit. Which I still don't think it is. A spirit doing these kind of interactions doesn't seem very plausible. Oh, right, it wasn't fast. So we can say it's not a rev. We can say it's not a Thay. They have different. They are not normal speed ghosts. Obambo also, it's not a normal speed ghost. And we are left with. Oh, that's an event. Okay. I mean, that's a hunt, not an event. So not a spirit. It hunted at about 1 minute and 55 seconds. Okay, we are closing in more towards it's a poltergeist. So we will test for miling, and for that we're going to move the motion sensor, and we're going to go into the dining room. As soon as it stops hunting, of course. The good thing about this is that it is very... Where is the motion sensor? Okay, so like I said, we'll put the motion sensor here. The flash, our headgear. We'll turn on the lights so we don't get ourselves killed. And we'll sit here in a corner. Now, we're going to hear the motion sensor get triggered, but we're not going to be able to hear the ghost moving or even making its sounds. So that's how we can rule it a miling. So let's listen carefully. Yeah, okay, so there was a slight... The motion sensor was very quiet, but you could hear it. And at the same time, you can hear the footprints. Hopefully, you could have heard that on stream. If not, there's... I record these too. So I adjust the audio better for video. For video. So we know for sure it's not a miling now. So let's go here, turn on lights. Oh, it broke the lights, that's right. Okay, close that right away. Now, not a miling. So we're closing on poltergeist, shade, mare. The annoying ghosts to figure out. We could sit in the washroom, and if it never hunts in there, then it's a shade, but it's incredibly dangerous, especially now since we don't have our crucifixes. Oh. So the only thing we can do now, the final test really, is to line up the ground with interactable objects and then have a poltergeist chase us across. If it basically smacks them all the way in really quickly, it is totally just a poltergeist. I think it should be haunting still. Okay, let's be careful here. Okay, we're good. Now it broke the lights, which is unfortunate, so we can barely see what items are available to grab. So let's just put stuff down. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's very tricky. We can incense it to basically stall it. We're gonna need to know where it is, though. Okay, let's incense it right here. Yeah, I totally missed that. Dang it. Okay, so let's look carefully. It only lifted one up. Let's lure it over. Let's see what it does to these three objects. That is totally not a poltergeist. A poltergeist would basically smack, smack, smack right away. So we're left with the two ghosts that are extremely difficult to figure out. And because it broke the lights, I really have to say it's probably just a mare. That's not something you decide on it being a mare of. If it breaks the lights, just a mare can do it more likely to do it. So let's just go with the mare. And there we go. If it turns out to be a poltergeist, that's going to be super strange. Because you saw the three objects in front of me. They barely moved. Okay, let's cross our fingers here. A miling? Okay, so I'm not understanding this. Let's bring up the map again. before we go do our perfect professional. So there it is, okay? So we were right here at that little dot, you can see it. And we had the motion sensor. Let me just put something, okay, I can't put anything down. So we had the motion sensor right here, okay? And we heard the ghost move through the motion sensor at the exact same time, right? You heard it like stomp, 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 as right when the motion sensor was triggered. So this was outside the range of myling sounds, of being able to hear a myling. So I don't know. This map is reliable, but I found that there are issues like this, right? Yeah. So definitely can hear. So for future reference, we can hear the ghost from the dining room in this back corner to about here. So maybe the range is further, maybe this far, possibly, maybe, we'll see. There's also another thing with this map where I was testing for an Onryo. So I put, let's clear this. So I put a firelight. Let's say this is the exact same room right here, right? And then I was testing for an Onryo. No, sorry, a shade. And I was in a room with this. So according to this, a shade should not be able to interact with the firelight in that position. Yet it interacted with it while I was in a room with it. And it wasn't that the firelight burnt out. It was just an actual fire extinguished interaction because I got a fire extinguished video recording of it. So I don't know. Does a shade actually is this standard interaction shorter than it really should be? I assume it's official, right? I assume this person would know the exact ranges. Or maybe there's something about shades I don't know. Something with mylings I don't know. Maybe their myling sounds can travel further. Maybe shades can interact further. I don't know. So definitely use this for understanding the map, but I wouldn't say for mylings or shades. That's not saying never use this, right? Just be careful. Still trust it though. I'm going to be honest, I still trust it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a perfect professional. The last one. And times it. Yeah, last perfect professional. Actually, wait. Only a few minutes left. Let's just go and speedrun this. Let's see how fast we can go. And yeah, we're gonna go fast. All right, James Brooks, not a Banshee, not a Diane. We're gonna take the video camera. We're gonna take the UV. Take this and this, both of them. I didn't grab the firelight or the lighter. I'm gonna say a lot of wrong things right now because my brain is gonna be trying to go really fast. Okay, let's walk through the house. Let's see if we can find orbs immediately. We're not gonna turn on our breaker just yet, as we're aiming to like do this quickly. No orbs anywhere. Not in the foyer. Nancy's room? No. All right. So I'm keeping my ears open too. Okay. But honestly, I have no... where am I? I honestly have no idea where that is. So I did see... I think it's in... Oh! It's right there. Okay, cool. So it's in the master bedroom. I should probably check for EMF 5. Okay. That lifted up. That should have been an interaction. So let's go turn on the breaker so we don't lose any more sanity. We know where the ghost is now, so that's a good thing. And I find that the breaker is in the garage more often than not. I've rarely seen in the basement. Maybe like once or twice out of 10 times. Okay, we'll leave that there. Now let's get all the evidence we can get. Never, this is not a perfect run. Okay, spirit box, writing, and dots. We'll leave the thermo because since it's foggy weather, the ambient temperature will be... Let's see. The room temperature shouldn't be super low. If it was snowy, that'd be a different case. So we're gonna put the ghost writing book down in the middle of the room because it could actually end up being out there. There we go. We'll leave that on, and we're gonna bring in one more. What? Actually, wait. We need to bring the thermo in with us too. So let's roll the ghost orbs right now. We're bringing salt for ultraviolet. And then we'll take thermo. I still didn't put the tier 3 thermo. What am I doing? Okay. So we're going to take the thermo right away. We're going to take the ultraviolet, or salt. Like I said, I'm going to be saying the wrong things right now. So we're going to take salt in for ultraviolet. There, and put that down. Drop that down. Let's go and grab our ultraviolet before it steps in the salt. There we go. And are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Dude, how old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Okay, I have to go in text. For some reason, it's not working again. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. Okay, let's say it's not Spirit Box. I've got nothing so far. It touched... Okay, it's touching a door. We have ultraviolet. We have ultraviolet. Good. Okay, please touch the book. I appreciate it. There's nothing else we can do from this point. Oh. Okay, we got definitely ultraviolet again. Don't know why I'm taking that. That's just pure habit. Okay, 14. Unless it's high because I... Wait a second. No. Are these their own room? Oh man, I didn't know that. I thought they were still the same room. Okay, put this in here. Okay, guess we could put that right there. And that's open. Spirit box. There we go. Turn that on. It might have actually still walked out, right? We saw it walk out the door. Okay, so I got nothing there. Let's see if there's ghost orbs in here. There's a ghost orb. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know they were their own room. And we got ultraviolet. So Haunted or no Bake. Actually, wait. Let's find a hiding spot. I was going to break the mirror. Stupidly. So what we're doing is we're going to see whether it's normal speed or fast ghost. Hantu. So Hantus are going to be really fast in their own room. But they'll be slower outside of their favorite room. Especially... And the key thing is to remember that the breaker has to be on so the temperature keeps rising. The ghost will spend its time in its own favorite room and the adjacent rooms, but mostly favorite room, and drop the temperature of that room, which means it's going to be super fast in its own room, but slower in the adjacent rooms. Oh, that's scary. And Obake is normal speed, so you don't have to worry. If it was normal speed, instantly we would say Obake. Alright, so we figured out the ghost. Awesome. I wonder how long this took. Come on. It's a cursed hunt, but... Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's go. Let's see how long this took. I don't think it took more than maybe 5 minutes. Maybe it took 5 minutes. Super interesting, isn't that right? The master bedroom washroom is its own room. I didn't even know that. I thought, just like with Old Tanglewood, they were the exact same room. There we go, Hantu. Now let's check detailed statistics, and we can see where the ghost... Wait, can we see where the ghost room is? Oh, we can't. I want to check the ghost room name, so let's go here to the map. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, so it is directly on the map. We see ensuite. So, it's its own room. Cool. Okay, that's really cool. That's really good to know. Now, here's one thing I'm wondering. In Old Tanglewood, both the ensuite and the closet, if you turn on a light in either of them, it would count as the entire room being lit up. So, is it still the same situation where, ignoring ensuite, this walk-in closet, if you turn on a light there, would it still count as the master bedroom itself having a light on? It's just a minor thing, a minor curiosity that I have. But yeah, so it didn't take very long. It took 5 minutes, like I said. A little bit longer, because I was in the wrong room. But yeah, so anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'm not sure if I'll continue doing Wednesday streams, but for sure I'm going to continue doing Monday streams. So if Wednesdays you don't see me, then just know that I'm always here. Same time, 9:15 to about 11:30. 11:30 streams. Sometimes I'll do an afternoon one. And if there are events that are popping up, let's say the Cursed Hollow event, which should be popping up, or the new one-time event that they're teasing pops up, I will probably do a stream for those. but they'll probably be one-offs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. You learned a lot. Thank you for watching. Come back next Monday, 9:15, for about 2 hours, 15 minutes. Thanks a lot. See you next time.